Why Men Don't Speak is today's topic here at Bubunki and Friends. Do enjoy.
Grand Rising family. It's your girl Bubunki Mokorowa Movenda. We are back at it again, guys. And today we are discussing a very sensitive topic. That is the reason why we've got a guest, a male guest, for the first time in the show. Because we don't want to be enforcing our women thoughts on men. So we decided to have a visitor so that he can let us know how a man think. It's a man's world, as they say it. Guys, how are you? Oh, okay, let me introduce Abatung. Bubunki's friends. Hello.
Wait.
We
Hello, guys. This is Rhoda. Grand Rising. Yes, Nkwatile, because you don't introduce me. I'm joking, guys. Welcome back. Guys, Retro actor, like Muna in the building. The true colors
we've got a
details what we
guest,
say.
a male guest. Okay, so
Hi, guys.
a male guest, no libito.
Yeah.
We need to know who you are, where you come from, what's your story, what represents you, and why.
Yes, Sazi. Say.
Hey, yeah, naza nang intimidatable. Hey. Well, my name is Archibald Letelangwa kwa Mukhobu, stolo sa kwa Mukhobu le ba majatsadi. Ke stogolana sa kwa Maiketsane. Moshimana ko marapiani. Papa re meikantse, papa banyana. Yeah, I'm the founder, co-founder, and CEO of Hashtag I Want to Be a Better Father Foundations, which is a foundation that deal with broken men, vulnerable boys, you know, because I saw it fit that as a man, I've went through stuff. I've went through life, you know, young as I am, and I've conquered, you know. So I decided, you know what, let me be there now, voice out for other guys that cannot voice out. Yeah, that's me.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. And you know, with the topic that we have today, obviously, we do need an input of a man. You know, as much as I know you have a story to tell on
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
one-on-one interview, I know that with this topic you will definitely, make us understand, because really, really we are struggling to understand why men about opening up and
Yeah.
saying men
Yeah.
just keep things to themselves, and then when they best, they do things that you can never think a man could do. And then what do we say? Men are trash. But we don't understand what brought them to that level. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, today's topic actually, as women, most of the things that happen in our lives, women are always taking charge. And today we wanted to say, let's step down. Let's actually bring the person that we always overstep, most of the time, because we think men, we give them that position to say they are hate. But as women, we never let
Allow
them
them
be.
to.
Ne? We just give them fun. They're just outside. We just polish, but we never let them. And today's topic is basically what actually worries me mostly about men is that they never open up. Men never go for counseling. I'm a counselor. I've counseled men, I've counseled boys, but most of the time you have to push them, you have to grab them, you have to, I want to know what actually made them shut up. Because basically they are shutting
Something
up.
happened for them.
Something has happened for men to shut up. So that's the topic for today.
All right. Now, here's one thing that we always must remember, ne? That in the beginning, when God created man, he made a man to sleep so that he can take a woman out of a man. That is the first symbol of a man keeping quiet.
So you are saying God betrayed you guys?
Not indirectly he did, because now when you make me sleep, you're saying I should never think of anything. You understand? I'm at rest. And you're activating something out of me. But now let us also remember that a woman was created or made out of a bone, not out of bones. Now it is also your duty as a woman to understand me as a man. You understand? As part of me. That's why they always say, do not marry looking at the type. but Mary looking at the compassion. You understand? The mistake that we do is that we get into marriages. Uyangishada ngoba uthi type yami. Kanti kahle kahle, I'm not your type. I'm your type, but I'm not your companion. You understand? I don't complete or fulfill God's purpose in your life. You understand? Now it's that thing that you have to understand. Once you meet someone with it, he might not be my type. Akagqoki njengoba mina you know, just the way I anticipate. Yabona, but he completes me, this guy.
This is also what we spoke about on the second episode, I think, when we were talking about a life partner. How do you check a life partner? And we had said this thing is like a Bluetooth or a Wi-Fi connection. Him, when he's looking for a woman, he needs to understand his inner. If the woman was taken from inside him, then he needs to match his feminine divine inside with the woman that he's looking at, not necessarily the looks. Because now we see a lot of men, marrying for looks, for body type, and then you go, people they don't connect. You can see these people are bazama, they don't connect. Commit mentally, spiritually, they are never, agreeing on one thing. Because really, this is a Samsung and an iPhone, an Android and an iPhone. Something is not linking. You understand?
That's my point.
Yeah.
And now what Pega, in most cases, you find I was looking at things like the way things are happening, in our societies nowadays. If you're a man and you don't have a car, you don't have a car, money, bank account, car, cash, and a card. If you don't have those, I can't go to Bubungi and say, yakshela, already Bubungi has set the mind to go to, okay, Mina, I want a man who's driving. I want a man who's gonna give me an allowance. Allowance. Girlfriend allowance. Awukasebenzi nokusebenza ifana nalento yesasa. Umntana uyabeletha today, tomorrow uyahola. Then you tend to ask yourself, lo muntu usebenza isikhathi bani? Excuse me. That's why now abantwana bamanje, you would never tell them anything. You understand? So it has come to a point whereby even nabazali, I deal with a lot of students, different boys and girls. And nangi school in a certain school or whenever they come for my shows, and you'd see them, okay, just because of they see who Archibald is on Smoke and Mirrors, who Archibald to on that other production, Gumzansi Bioscope, then Archibald has money. Now this is the kind of a person that I should be with. You understand? Umuntu akasapeki nokuthi phela ngisesumntwana ku this guy. You understand? And nakaya kumzali athi mama phela ngihlangane nomunye umuntu bathi Archibald. Yazi mncane njani and uvela ku TV. You mama muhle. Umama athi mntanami unemali.
Mbambe
Mntanami siyodlala.
Secure the bag.
You understand? Ifridge yogcwala mntanami. The mother does not even care ukuthi lo mntana uyenza grade 9 or wenzani. We can do the phone athi uye kuye. Phela fanele uzakhele. Yabona? You understand? So already parents are now making businesses with their kids.
Yeah, which is wrong. Oh my God, guys, this topic, it's deep.
Sensitive,
I don't even know where to start. Mina, I was told I moved from Japanese to Roman pizza because now, you know, when we grow, man, hey guys, people talk. Yeah, people talk. Because I used
So
to
what does
date.
that mean?
I used to date richer guys. Guys who had money, but we never connected. So now that I found my Japanese, my romance, I connect with him. But and I'm happy, Joe. I'm happy. I find peace. I found like my like you said, God created. He took a bone out of Adam. I felt like okay, now I found my body.
You're now a complete puzzle. Yeah.
Yes, because Lord ritual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why
So,
we
yeah.
end up in wrong relationships. Look, I'm not saying all is wrong. There are men who are like Litelang is saying. There are men who are really genuine. About a partner, no man. Even we women, we do suffer a lot because of you get into a relationship with someone who's not fully healed, or someone who's not even in touch with his own emotions. You understand? But when I, as a woman at that time, you're not even looking whether he's got money or not, because Rona, we are nurses. We just want to nurse every man we meet, especially when, if you're a woman calling spiritual, you attract broken men, right? So this is me saying to him as a broken man, let me heal you, let me mend you, but then these men they quickly move you from wife, girlfriend to mother,
Yeah.
mama, nature me, and then we meet guys like maybe Litelang, very genuine. Uyaziphandela, akana stress. Already, oh, ke bona apere teki, yo, ke bone. You don't even care ukuthi, hey, lo muntu lona njengoba avela ku-smokes and mirrors and what. Unjani yena? Who is he? What is his character? The next thing, 6 months down the line, makaklima lapha ekhoneni, you're like, yo, man, dogs. But you didn't take time to find out who is this guy. Because now, love is not material things. If you don't know how to buy yourself a burger, then you call, make one at home, because you can't expect a poor guy to come bese athi uthi uyamthanda and then ufeel ukuthi uyangithanda because he buys me burger. Women who are in such relationships they pay back their money with the way they are treated, with the way they are spoken to. Like this guy doesn't feel me. But it is you paying because of when nobody this guy high one go smokes and mirrors, and you quickly think 10,000 rand iyangena every month, which is wrong, honestly, truly speaking. And it's not fair on men, because now, makaphazama kancane uLitelang, wena trash, TPP, da. Like we are so quick to put on this mask as if we are, women, we feel so betrayed, we feel so abused. We never ever sit and think we are betrayers, we are abusers, because now I'm looking at Lalela, I need to secure the bag if you don't have money. That's the attitude we're teaching even our kids.
Coming to that, I was once in a situation where a, a woman says to me, men are trash. And right there, I wondered if this person is saying men are trash, what if me and I'm as a man, I went through whatever that I went through? I can easily say women are trash. Yeah, but I choose not to say that. A lot of people ask me, why did you start hashtag I want to be a better father? And thank God that both me and my partner in business, we went through hell before where we are now. Dr. William Baloy, we went through, a lot of struggle. He's a young man from Bangkok whose dream, is now being fulfilled. But before that, Silimele, or re gobetse, re tla re gobatsa ke di-family members, re gobatsa o gobala from family, ga o re o tshabela ko di-relativeng di a o gobatsa. Yeah, ga o re o tshabela ko relationshiping ya o kapa le yona. You understand? Now you then run to the society, it hits you hard because society ba sheba ko morao ko tswang ko teng. And now ha ba sheba ko morao ko tswang ko teng, it reflects back or no mara this thing o tla re nna a ke meetse ka mamolo a e mamang mamogolo selang potso gore o ira so le so le so. Therefore e tloga from this one to this one. O ha yo fitlha mo wena ba re no Bobonki, I know Litelang from mamogolo wa gae, mamogolo mane ba re o so already everyone is treating you according to that. You understand? All the mistakes that you made. There are a lot of boy kids today. Even today, ngwana sentse na shwela 5 rand sala usually go grade 1. You understand? There are still boys out there. Ba sentse na ba shwela gore today o kile wa yaka, nkile wa bolela maka. Mo philong ba ha wena nje no yaka. Everything. Why?
And the sad part about it is that, for a man, if a man makes a mistake, it's not forgiven. Ne? But also, men also are very hard to forgive. They don't forgive easily. As much as we say men are trash and you are saying women are trash, yes, it's a double-sided coin, right? However, I have a challenge. I have a problem with we would side with men, ne? But a man will turn around and actually betray you more than ever you ever thought that a man can do. Because men are capable. I'm not saying you directly as a person, but I want to bring it forward. Like, for example, you find a man and a woman, they're in a relationship, maybe jolo or be in a relationship for like 3, 4, 5 years, ne? No marriage. A woman, maybe one little mistake. And remember, men, most of the time we are naturals. We're looking after men. I want you to answer on this one. After 5, 6 years, you in the relationship, you're doing well. After that, you break up. That same year that you broke up, this man finds another girl. They get married. Where else, when you spend 10 years nurturing this man who is broken, and when you spend your life giving to this man, and this man just finds a girl just outside and they get married.
You know what happens? It goes back to the statement that I said. Hore munna. Munna, look, a wise man once said to me, Archibald, a man, the minute I get into a relationship with Renalda, I already know this is the woman I want to be with. I already know. The first minute. That's why there are cases where you'd find a man meeting a woman on a Saturday, and next week Saturday, this man has sent Abu Malume back. It's because uyayizwa kuye le nto. You understand? It's the inner being. That feminine connecting. You understand? And here you are when uhleli naye 10 years. You were being a mother. You were not being a wife. You were being a mother. There are times whereby, as a man, I don't need you to be my mother. I already have my mother. If I do wrong, I need you to sit me down and say, Marasana Sam, yabon good lento le so. Yabon. Mara nangene ndlini ndi. Kikausheba. You buy tortoise. And the minute you pick up and then you start taking that to your own advantage, or right, no one's happy. Kantaku happy. I'm actually trying to give you space. And here's the thing. Rona banna. I tell like out somebody are no basadi they detach kapel. No rona banna we are very fast in detaching. The minute you start making noise to me, you are no longer my hiding place. I would rather go outside where there is a loud noise that creates fun than to be in the noise in one room. At least the ela noise ya kontle. Ira noise but ya. I like a honta sa kile kamoreng. I fail because in nante ili reminder. Now li peaceful sleep ela esabere. Leki robeti ki no lora we na fela moto. Urasa. You understand?
And that's a very important part, because let's be real. A man can date you for 10 years, but his intentions. This one it's not a wife material.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not fair. No. It's wrong because of I gave you 10 years of my time. Remember, this is where Bulo Baba Sadi starts. And let's be honest. I date you for 10 years, right? You know your intentions already. So within 6 months, not wife and material here. But you are enjoying what I do for you, what I can give you. You that's why you easily moved from a space of having a partner to a mother, right? And then once you show me that. And it's funny because men do show us, Hori, I just want you to mother me. And we take that advantage. Yeah, I'm mothering. And then very little after a week, I started because at that time he already knows. Men look at one quality that they know.
Bobungi, this is what happens. I dare to tell you. It was Pastor Katide who said this in one of the marriage seminars that he had, and I attended it. I'm not married yet, but I attend marriage seminars. And then he said, Yabana, the reason why Abu Mahosha, they will get into your house by telling daughter, it's because you get a prostitute inside your car as a man. A prostitute won't say, Asambe siza yenza nasifika ku-BNB. Uqala manje. I think they don't babi. Hey, ngibambe yabona manje kuza wena mfazi wakhona ke nangithi ngiyabamba igawuni into yokuqala igawuni awusasebenzisi ne-comfort space of comfort sikhuluma nge-space of comfort mina I use comfort like I love comfort, the smell of comfort nje nakuma sheet wami, you know, nanoma ngi-stressed the smell will just make you sleep. Uza nge-space of stomach asinungi nakamnandi, it's not even fabricing nice. You understand?
I'm slowly getting to where he's going.
Yeah, so the communication. Know how to communicate.
But men don't communicate. That's the thing.
Tina, we are not keen in communication.
So
It's a men thing.
How will I know you want to?
Yabona kona manje. Practical example. Yabona kona manje. My phone is there. I'm here. When probably you're worried to go, yo, gunge no message onjani, nobani. You understand? Me, I'm relaxed. I'm so relaxed. I'm a message. You understand? I will talk to you. My worry now is a day has passed by. What have I gained in my bank account? That is the mind of a man. You understand? I don't worry about when manami in. No. I worried about the provision because it is my duty to provide. You understand? Now a day goes by and I have not even provided. I have not even accumulated 500 rents. So I become stressed. Now ungrasela, you are adding more to my stress because now you are making me feel like a failure. You understand? So hence I started the foundation, hashtag I want to be a better foundation. It's because I realized Uguti, amadoda, they are considered to be failures simply because of I have a dream. Are we born when I have a dream? Uguti, one day I'll be a millionaire. I'm saying to you, Uguti, one day baby Shop, I'll be a millionaire. When you start budgeting on my dream. You understand? Mina benga na you budget. Or not a manje nangiti I'm gonna be a millionaire already. Sakabono go to okay, 2 years from now, I'll be a good woman. Just pat hagate. Nagati ang puming into ang pumi. Nagati anyi a toilet anyi. Pegela nagati uza 7. You make a show with IT shop at 6:30. Your menzelama inyao, your washing and all that. And spoon a lot of into I need you to support the dream.
The vision. You need to see the vision.
For you to do ama laundry and stuff, ama extra murals lavo. That is a cherry on top. I need you to see the vision.
Yeah,
You understand?
you know that the biggest challenge is that when it comes to teachings that we get in life, ne? I blame the education system, I blame our churches, I blame whatever. Because at the end of the day, if maybe before you get married, there is premarital counseling and what, those things are not even taught. They not tell you where you are. Like I said the other time, more as a woman, as Ulemusadi at home, you know, you have to accept certain things that are not comfortable with you. You know, you are forced. And then, Mara, the sad part about it is that men are always getting it easy. As much as I'm saying they're getting it easy, to them it's not easy because he's thinking about provision. But there are so many things that revolves around your vision. For your vision to be there as a woman, I have to be a prophet. I have to prophesy and see it happen. I have to make sure and be that woman in Proverbs 31. Make sure for you to get to that vision. How are you looking for you to present yourself to where you're getting to that vision? Do you understand? So as you are saying, Hori, now we're doing extra miracles. I want to cut you there. Yes, we have to do the extra miracles so that you can reach there because it's not instant. You cannot just get in and get it. You need a strong woman behind you to actually push you to that way. But what I'm saying is that we are not taught the right way. You find, yes, I'm doing it, but I'm not doing it the right way. Obana, where you get a prostitute already set out, She's earning points. That's money. She doesn't give a
She
fuck
doesn't
about
care
you.
about you.
Sorry. She doesn't give a fuck about you. She's making money. She's hungry. She wants money. But the sad part is that a prostitute will actually do that for you because why it's a raw feta. You are not her problem. You are not a vision that she must help you with.
You know, just to hold you there, I have a friend whom I met, and this friend used to go out to Glendale, a Pretoria, capital inn.
Capital in.
Why capital inn, umnganam?
I choose to just get one slender free.
You understand? Why yenza lento leyo? Exercise it. As we speak today, the guy is married to the lady who is a prostitute. Washia umzu wakhe for this lady. And let me tell you, when I sat down with him, that was after my breakup. I went through a breakup. So the hardest breakup ever. When I went to him crying, the first word he said to me was, "Loya muntatum tanaga mama." Aswana mao. Number 2. Ge motho a o botsa gore lerato le fedile, a zanka la badi. Because love never ends. You understand? Number 3, you played your part in her life. It's okay. Let her go if you really love her. And that's when reality hit me with, oh, now I have to let go. You understand? And I had to let go. I had to. But a very touching thing that he said to me, Yabona, people today are judging me that I married a prostitute. And even today, my wife is still a prostitute. She wakes up, ahambe, ailo bereka, antlogelele ngwana ka mo ntlong. I know gore o robalana because that's how I met her. But the peace that I have here surpasses all the noise and
No, let me
frustration.
I get his point. You know, it's going back to whether she's a prostitute or not, or ubuaka PC. Still, I need men to be very, very, very honest. It's not necessarily the piece. You connected
Exactly.
with the connection that you couldn't connect with your ex.
Exactly.
Now, with your ex, you took the love you were supposed to love yourself with and gave it to her. You know, you were in a position because you're not supposed to overlove a person. You are supposed to love yourself enough for you to pour the love onto the other person. You cannot offer what you do not have.
Exactly.
Understandably so. And then now, I feel like, you know, even the Bible, Hairi, musadi ki tlhogo, and then I mean, munna ki tlhogo, musadi ki neck.
You got it.
Yeah, no. O rata ha bitse. You know, my understanding of it. And I mean, we are in a society where everything is forced. Now we've got men who are broken so much that they think goba tlhogo is forceful, goba tlhogo is abuse. For me, I need to be harsh, right? And a woman is very feminine. A man cannot provide for himself. He can only provide for the one that is giving him the energy to provide, right? Because the woman is very feminine. She's in the heart. Whether you like it or not, out of the heart flows the issues of life. Now, this man is going to tell me his vision, and I'm going to support his vision in every way, even if I'm doing the extras. But if it's a man who is a visionary, Utlodi appreciate all these things that I'm doing, whether I'm bringing it with a noise or no noise, because of as a man who's got a vision. If your vision is just peace, you will marry a prostitute for that. But if your vision is being a man of this and this, you will know that I need a strong woman. And a woman whom you say, Didimale, that's a weak woman for me. I don't want to be that woman where you have to push your masculinity for me to feel you. For the fact that I married you, I know you are a man. For the fact that I've been supporting your dreams, your vision, so much that I have to forget mine. This business, this thing that you want, which means I can see where you are going and I am going to take you there. So now men today are very much confused because on a vision and then vision. But then you know a man who's not strong-willed, their vision can just change. Vision. Busy 2000. This is a man who's very old for that. And then I jeopardize the whole thing that you built for 10 years for a 2000. Then this guy goes, ababulai. Then, yo, wabulala, ik-axi, ne boyfriend yakhona. We miss the importance of what it is to be a man and what it is to be a woman. We need to both play our part. Like we were saying, the law of gender. We need each other, right? So mawuyekela umuzi wakho wa 10 years with a woman who can build and go and say ngikirele ngwana omunyane umpha peace. No, ha go fi peace. Wa mo intimidate ko omunyane. So men ba confuse respect, le fear.
Differentiate.
Yes.
You need to differentiate.
Not about
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
There's no way.
You personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't. Because right there, like I've said, that amateur are
Okay. Ngicela uyivale lapho.
responsible.
Ngicela uyivale lapho.
Yes.
We need to go. We need to go drink water and come back. When we come back, I need you to start from amadoda, because now we are doing this topic because we really need to understand amadoda, because a man is very logic. Is akekho la. So rona re emotionally, we throw emotions everywhere. It's easy for you to know how I'm feeling because I throw emotions everywhere. But a man can be looking at you, oh hey papa o fetsa ho ja, o lebeletse TV, but he's not. We don't know what he's thinking at that time, and this is what messes things up. Anyway, it's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, our friends, our people, thank you very much. We are gonna come back and have a part 2, and I think like we are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. At least there's a bit of an understanding on partnership, and what is love? What is love for a man? What is love for a woman? Because we might be thinking, I might be thinking love is an avocado, and my man is thinking love is a potato. So you understand, Lukuthi, we are just off, but then it's okay. We are coming back. Thank you so much to our sponsors, ladies. The hand. Our new friend has
Yes,
joined us.
yes.
Legacy on the Dam, guys. This is our home. This is where we shoot. This is where we do all events. If you want an event with Legacy on the Dam, contact us, talk to us. We're going to hook you up. Bubunki and friends signing out. Peace.